Are you ready to break free from the past and finally move on with your life? Then you are in the right place. Since 2007, I've been working with people who have experienced sexual trauma. And during the course of this time, I've come to identify these 3 stages of healing. Now, this isn't just built on the work that I've done with clients, though. It really is a reflection of my own journey. I have been there. I've been through every single one of these phases. I've hit up against the roadblocks and the obstacles and the pain and the challenges and the I don't wanna and all of it. But I want you to know that this framework is going to help you contextualize what you are doing here. Now, I have it laid out in this beautiful, nice, linear way, but I want you to know that you can be in one stage in one area of your life and in another stage in another area of your life. So please keep that in mind as we talk about the 3 stages of recovery. So the first stage of healing is the victim stage. And while the victim stage gets kind of a bad rap, I want you to know that it's actually okay to be in this stage. It is protective, it is adaptive. It's the time in our journey when we are trying to pretend that everything's okay. Hey, I'm good, nothing to see here, right? I certainly went through that stage in my own journey. From the time the abuse ended around the age of 11 all the way up until 18, 19, I was solidly in this stage. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to pretend that everything is okay. When we're in this stage, we do sometimes start to kind of passively take in information, though, about trauma. So that's like where my Beyond Surviving podcast and the blog can be a really great place to just begin accessing some information. It's like dipping your toe in without necessarily beginning to do any work around it. Now, once we've reached the place where we're fed up with that, we see that this thing is impacting our life and it's not going anywhere, and we finally acknowledge that that is the case, we're facing up to it, and we know we need to get some support. That bridge of acknowledgement brings us right into the survivor stage. Now, you're here. So at least some part of you is in the survivor stage because you're not pretending, you're here acknowledging. You're beginning to learn about yourself and about the trauma. So this is a space where we really are focusing on understanding the connections of how trauma has impacted our life. We might be doing some healing work and accessing some tools and beginning to build out our toolkit, but this is often the stage where we're becoming book smart about trauma. So some resources that can continue to support you in that part of your journey is first of all, this space right here where you are right now, okay? So post, comment, share, connect. This is a safe space for you to do all of that. You can also get some more direct support by attending my monthly support group, Adult Survivors of Child Abuse. So you can go to rachelgrantcoaching.com/ASCA to sign up for that. This is a donation-based program and nobody is turned away for lack of funds. Another really wonderful resource that I want to make sure you take advantage of is my 3-part Healing from Sexual Abuse video course. Please go, if you haven't already, and get into this course. It's at rachelgrantcoaching.com/broken to beyond. This course is going to give you some little mini tips, kind of some foundation pieces that will get you thinking and moving towards further healing. Now, some people get stuck at this survivor stage, and that's one of the main reasons why I actually ended up doing the work that I do, because I could feel that in myself. I could feel myself starting to just land into this space of, well, okay, this is just how it is. This is a life sentence. I'm just going to have to deal with it. But there was also a part of me that rejected that and said, that cannot be right. There has to be something more than just surviving. And that's really where all of my work around Beyond Surviving has been born out of. Beyond Surviving is the moment in your journey where you are like, enough is enough. I am sick of going around this same mountain. I understand what's happened to me. I understand why I struggle with the things I do, but now it's time to do something about it. So this is where we really begin to get street smart about trauma. We start to get a toolkit. We start to access resources and strategies that help us build our capacity, our resilient, heal the nervous system, heal the brain. If you stick around here long enough, you are going to come to know I love the neuroscience of trauma. It changed everything for me when I finally understood how trauma had impacted my brain, but most importantly, how I could heal that injury. And so this is the step in the journey where you are accessing and actively applying skills, tools, strategies. So in my world, the ways that I support people with that are by way of my 28-day boot camp for the brain program, which is an online self-study program, and by way of my longer, more in-depth Beyond Surviving program. So you can learn about both of those options at rachelgrantcoaching.com/services. So the good news, folks, is no matter where you are in your journey, we have something for you here. Oh, and if you haven't already downloaded the 3 Stages of Recovery checklist, please go do that. rachelgrantcoaching.com/checklist. This resource is going to take you through the stages of healing in an even more depth than I've done here. And there are some great little assessments that are going to help you even better determine where you are in your journey. So go check it out.